What is up, guys? It is Pup, your coach of the Green Bay Drillbers, and today we have week 4 of the GWA. If you haven't seen the week 3 battle, go watch it right now because I'm going to give some spoilers. Okay, should be gone. We got absolutely destroyed. We had nothing to take on the Sneasler, and we got 5-0'd. So now, we're 2-1, but we have 0 differential. We're not even close to being in first place anymore. Sitting in a pretty bad spot, but I think we can bring it back this week. We need a very, very good match against a Wolfhaley to be able to win, and they have a nasty team, so it's gonna be tough to get some good differential out of it, but I'm gonna try my best. So we just cannot overlook getting swept. Wolfhaley, I'll go over the team in a minute, but they have Iron Boulder, they have Superior, they have Urshifu Rapid. I can easily get swept in this game. They even have Rain with Hisui Quillfish. So I'm pretty worried about all that stuff. I'm definitely doing a little bit of a better job of preparing this week, taking my time on it, making sure that I have things that make a lot of sense, and I'm not going to screw something up like I did with Ditto last week. So anyways, I guess we'll just go right over both of our teams. I'll go over mine first, of course. I have the Terra Iron Valiant, I have Slowking Galar, Empoleon, Chiyu, Regidrago, Kilowattrel Terra, Golurk, Thwacky, Ditto with Terra, Kamala with Terra, and Tornadus T. And then Wolfhaley and the Washington Whimsicots, they have Archaludon, which can Terra into Steel, Flying, and Fairy. They have Urshifu Rapid, Landorus Therian, Superior, Iron Boulder, which tears into Rock and Fighting, Pheasantipede, Fortress, which has Steel, Fairy, Ghost, a Politoed, Hisui Quillfish, and a Weirdeer, which can Terra into Normal, Fairy, and Water. So their team is really threatening. They have a couple different modes. They have sweepers with Iron Boulder, they have Superior, they have Urshifu, but then they also have the Rain. So Rain boosts Quillfish speed, it makes Fortress just 2 times weak to fire. It's also good for Superior. They have Urshifu that hits super hard under the rain. They have Archaludon, which is amazing under the rain with Electro Shot that hits super hard. So they are a pretty good 2-way team. I definitely like it a lot more looking at it now than I did when I went over it at the beginning. And even though they're 1 and 2, this is no team to be reckoned with. It is pretty disgusting. I think it has a good matchup into me, but the 6 that I'm bringing today, I know can definitely stop it. So let's just get started with my team. I'm gonna start off with the Regidrago, rocking the Clear Amulet, and what that does is it means that I can't get my stats lowered. So I can't get lowered by Hisui Quillfish Intimidate or Landorus Intimidate. I can't get lowered by Pheasantipede if it wants to click Icy Wind against me. It's not going to lower my speed. So I thought that would be pretty nice to keep my stats still. We have Dragon Dance, Dragonclaw, Firefang, and Earthquake. So if I get to +1 speed, I'm going to outspeed everything on their team, barring Scarf or Booster Energy on the Boulder. And I can really destroy stuff with Dragonclaw, Firefang, and Earthquake coverage. If I get up to +2, then I have a good shot to one-shot most things on their team besides defensive Landorus. Maybe a defensive Eviolite Hisui Quillfish, potentially. I'm not 100% sure. I thought that this set was really, really good into them. This is going to be my win con. So if I can get it set up towards the end of the game, I might be able to set up in the face of a Landorus, even I don't know, maybe against Politoed as well, Fortress. If it's not rocking the Thunder Wave, then I can set up and do some really good sweeping with this. Next up we have Golurk. I'm rocking Custap Berry with No Guard, Earthquake, Poltergeist, Stealth Rock, and Ice Punch. This is probably going to be my lead. It leads really well into most of their team. The things that it doesn't do well against is Urshifu, that doesn't do well into Politoed. Superior, I am pretty sure I can eat a hit, get off a really hard Ice Punch or Poltergeist. I have the Custap Berry, so once I get dropped below, I think it's a quarter, of HP, then I get +1 priority on my moves. So I can either use that to like set up stealth rocks and use that to nuke something with like an ice punch or poltergeist or earthquake, or I feel like it'll just be pretty good later into the match. I can use it at the beginning of the game to catch them off guard, or I can save it and use it late game. But if I save it, then they might know that I'm bringing Custap. Third up, we're going to have our Kilowattrel. I'm rocking a Choice Scarf set on this one with a Volt Absorb, Volt Switch, Hurricane, Discharge, and Terra Blast with Terra Water. So this set, it will ensure that I'm faster than any Pokemon on their team, even with a Scarf or Booster. So Iron Boulder sits at 124 base speed, I'm at 125, so if they're booster speed, I will still outspeed them, and I'll be able to do about 60% with a Terra Water Terra Blast, which is really nice. I also have Hurricane and Volt Switch and Discharge. Hurricane's great if they have the rain up, because it will hit 100% of the time, and with 110 base power, it can nuke things. Discharge can get really good paras on like Hisui Quillfish, Iron Boulder, Superior if I want to try that, ARCHALUDON. And Volt Switch just good for move initiative. Thought maybe bringing U-Turn because they have a Landorus, but I can just nuke it with a Terra Blast anyways. So I feel like I'm in a pretty good spot against all of those things. Next up, we're going to have Chi-Yu rocking heavy duty boots, Beats of Ruin with Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, Psychic, and Burning Jealousy. So what Burning Jealousy does is if they set up it 100% burns. So if they have Quillfish in the rain, then instead of like switching out on like Liquidation, I can stay in, click Burning Jealousy, especially if they switch in on a Psychic thinking that I might be Choice Scarf. I can Burning Jealousy on like a Sword Stance and burn them. If Iron Boulder comes in on me, I don't want it to set up either like a Substitute or a Sword Stance in my face, so I can just Burning Jealousy and get like a potentially really nice burn. If ARCHALUDON clicks Electroshock, which will raise its special attack by 1 stage, I can burn that thing, which is really nice. I just thought it was really nice tech to have. But then Dark Pulse, Flamethrower, Psychic is just really good coverage for their team, where Psychic destroys Pheasantipity in 2 shots, and it also hits like Urshifu really hard. It hits a lot of things on their team really hard, so it's a good neutral ground play. And I'm rocking pretty much max speed. This will ensure I outspeed everything barring the Superior and the Iron Boulder if nothing is scarfed. Then we have Iron Valiant. I'm bringing a more like a wall breaker Iron Valiant this week with Expert Belt, Moonblast, Psyshock, Vacuum Wave, and Aura Sphere. I have enough speed to outspeed Superior and below, and then max special attack, a little bit of HP. I feel like in this game, Moonblast spam is really good, except for into like obviously Pheasantipity, which is amazing into Moonblast. So I have the Expert Belt Psyshock, which after a Moonblast, it has a pretty good chance to kill if they're already chipped. You know, if they have a little bit on them, if they've taken like a Stealth Rock or 2, then Moonblast into Psyshock should be able to take them out depending on their spread. I have Vacuum Wave in case anything tries to get out of hand. If they have like an Urshifu that's trying to sweep me, Iron Boulder that's trying to sweep Hisui Quillfish, I can always just hit them with a Vacuum Wave. And then Aura Sphere is really good into like an ARCHALUDON that hasn't terastallized. And if it does, then I can click Moonblast and do a lot of damage to a Flying or Fairy version. And then last up, I was really scared of Hisuian Quillfish with the rain, so I brought Slowking with the Colbur Berry, Chilly Reception, Chilling Water, Future Sight, and Flamethrower. So Chilling Water is pretty fun. It lowers the attack by 1 stage of any enemy, so we can hit that into like Landorus, we can hit it into Iron Boulder, we can hit it into the Quillfish, and really stop them from sweeping us. Colbur Berry, make sure that I live a +4 crunch from the Quillfish, which is crazy. They have like a very, very, very slight roll to kill me with Liquidation in the rain at +4, but if not, then I can really just eat any hit from that guy. I can Chilly Reception to get up my Snow to take away their speed boost, and then I can come in and kill it with something like Kilowattrel, Chi-Yu, Iron Val, even set up with like Regidrago depending on if they've set up any sword stances or not. So I feel like this is pretty nice. Future Sight is always really good into their team to force some hits, force some switches. Maybe it can help me set up with the Regidrago, and then Flamethrower hits the Fortress and the Superior pretty hard. One thing I also do want to note is that Chilling Water in the rain will always break the sub on Iron Boulder, and if it's out of rain, then I have about a 2/3 chance to break a sub, which, I mean, obviously doesn't seem the best, but I really don't want to let that thing sub up on me, and if it does, it can be a really huge problem. Luckily, I have Kilowattrel, and I can come in and like Volt Switch because I'm going to be Choice Scarf no matter if they have the booster energy and the speed, so I'll be able to take care of it, but it's really going to break down my team if I let it get Sword Stance or sub up. So that's the biggest thing, is don't let things set up on me. Don't let the Iron Boulder set up. Don't let Sui Quillfish set up. Superior can be pretty well checked by my Slowking, but everything else, like, I just can't let it set up this week. I'm not going to make the mistake of getting swept again. So that's about it for my team builder, and I'll see you guys in this battle. What's up, guys? We just got connected to Wolf. Let's see what they're bringing. If you guys like the layout, let me know. They did bring rain. Okay, they brought completely different than what I expected, which is fine. They also didn't even bring the Quillfish. So let's get everything out of the way. No Urshifu, no Lando. Wow, crazy. Not even a Fortress. So they brought just about everything that I thought they were going to leave, which is interesting, but, you know. Oh no, they didn't even bring this. Oh, they did bring Lando. My bad. What is it? This one? Yeah. We got about 50 seconds to lead, and then I can figure this out. I really like leading the either broccoli or corn here. I don't think I could go wrong with either of those. I think Kilowattrel is just a really good lead in general, so I'm gonna lead that, and then I'll figure out my layout. Alright, and we can just get our Terra off right away, which would be great. So their Terra Caps, the Weirdeer can Terra, the Archaludon can Terra, and the Superior can Terra. So yeah, good luck, have fun to our opponent. Let's see. They lead the Politoed. Okay, I kind of figured they might lead Politoed. And they're gonna Drizzle. Hurricane is completely free here. I probably just want to Terra Water, but I don't have to. Kilowattrel versus Politoed. Yeah, I mean, I should probably Terra Water here. Just throw off a Hurricane. It's gonna do a lot. Maybe just a little bit under 50% if they are bulky. Might as well go for it. They could easily switch out to Lando here, and it would hit Lando really hard. Yeah, Lando T takes about 65 to 75% if they're offensive. They do withdraw. It's just an amazing hit on something. And they send out Kai, which is the Pheasantipity. Okay. So let's see what their spread is. This is like the scariest mon on their team, to be completely honest. And they'll see that I'm Terra Water on this thing. Hurricane, let's see. It's gonna do maybe a little bit under a third, maybe like 25%. I do get the Confusion, which is really nice, but they seem to be specially defensive. Yeah, they're probably max Spadef to take it like that. They can't really do too much back to me. So I think I can just Volt Switch out. I can go out to my... Oh wait, I'm Choice Scarf. Duh. I can just switch straight out into my Golurk though. I feel like that's pretty free. I'm also Psyshock on my Cauliflower, which is great. I'd also just go straight to my Slowking, which would be nice. Not really sure what they can hit my Slowking for. Yeah, they don't do anything to Slowking, and I can just set up a Future Sight and Chilly Reception out. So I think I'm going to do that. And even with max SPDF, they do not take this Future Sight very well. They could easily just U-turn here, which would be unfort. They do just U-turn. Okay, that's fine. They probably go Landorus. They're an offensive set with Earthquake. Even Adamant doesn't kill me. They do go ARCHALUDON though. So I could definitely see a Electroshock coming off here. The thing is, if I can just go out into my bird and they can't Electroshock me. They could also be Terra, maybe Terra Steel, Flying Fairy. Nothing is really going to do too much to me. And I don't need this thing. They don't have the Quillfish, so this thing isn't as important. It's nice for the Superior, but I don't need the HP on it. They just sub. Alright. So sub ARCHALUDON. I'm just going to Chili out. And I could go out to Chi-Yu. I'd also go out to Iron Val if I wanted to. Golurk is not a bad option as well. What about Kilo? Nah, I shouldn't go Kilo. Yeah, I think Golurk is my best option. If they Draco me and put me down into the, they'll put me into Custap range, and I'll be able to kill them with an Earthquake afterwards. They're lefties. And I think I just fire off a very, very free Earthquake. They're Sword Stands. Okay, okay. Now that's definitely concerning. Can I eat a hit? I have pretty good defenses, but they're +2. If they're like Adamant, which I could definitely see them being, what do they get for me? This is definitely scary. Let's see. I still have time. ARCHALUDON. They have like Brick Break, Dragon Claw. Let's see how much Dragon Claw does. Dragon Claw is not even a kill. I feel like that's one of your most powerful moves against me. I mean, you have Iron Head as well. Neither of those will actually kill. You're gonna Terra. So what are you? Terra Steel Iron Head, maybe? Let's see. They're Terra Flying. Oh my, that was so stupid. I should have not done that. Oh well. And they just set up another sub. Yeah, that was really stupid of me. Yeah, I'm in a really bad spot. Terra Flying. If they want to just like Terra Blast, it cannot kill me in one, even from an Adamant set. I don't see any other flying move that they could use. What can they have that's super effective against me? Like a Night Slash? I doubt that they have Night Slash. I'm just gonna click Poltergeist. They are Dragon Claw. Oh, they actually don't do that much. Yeah, they really don't do too much. They have to have some decent bulk investment for that to do just about like 60. Yeah, they're actually not even invested. They've just got to be bulky, probably fully specially defensive, if I had to guess. And I will definitely die from this range to the Dragon Claw. I think I should just sack this thing. Yeah. How much can Kilowatt Drill do? Not too much. Actually, no, they're not Assault Vested, so I can actually do a good chunk and Volt Switch out. Yeah, my play is just Poltergeist. As they Earthquake, is this even going to kill me? It does, okay. Is there EQ Dragon Claw? Alright. Yeah, I should have just clicked Poltergeist against the sub, and then I would have been in a great spot. Yeah, but I was stupid. Let's see, I could go Chi-Yu, do a decent chunk. What about my Iron Valiant? Not really doing anything. I think I just have to go out into my Kilo. I do have a role to live this Dragon Claw, but it's not pretty. Does Iron Val live in Earthquake? Oh yeah. I'm just gonna Volt out to Iron Val. They do just straight up withdraw. And they go out to probably Lando. No, they go Surf. Okay, okay. And I do barely a chunk. It could be like an HP invested set. I mean, worst comes to worst, they Dragon Pulse my Chi-Yu. So I feel like I get a free, at least Dark Pulse, which does a huge amount of damage. Yeah, if they go Politoed and set up the Rain, then Flamethrower is not doing very much. But that's alright. You know, just a little bit of chip on them. They could easily glare me, which would be fine. Breaking this thing is important. My Chi-Yu's not amazing in this game. They do just withdraw. So they probably go Toad. Yep, that's the Toad. And I barely do any damage. I think this is a free switch out into my Kilo because I'm Terra Watered. They can't really touch me. I could also just go Slowking. And they can do a little bit, but I can throw off a Future Sight. Chilly Reception out as well. But if they double into the ARCHALUDON, I'm in a bad spot. But I don't think that they would. I also think I would be fine against the ARCHALUDON. Now that I know it's like its moveset and everything. They do double. Okay. They go Kai. Alright, that's fine by me. Let me get their Blast Sludge back. I'm just gonna throw up a Future Sight. They're just gonna U-turn. That's fine by me. If they go ARCHALUDON, I'm still in a fine spot. At neutral, they barely touch my my Kilo. They got to King, which is fine. That's definitely fine. I foresee the attack. If they're like an Adamant set, then they can do. They do have rolls to kill me if they're Adamant. And how does other stuff on my team take this? My Kilo definitely dies. I don't have a good switch in here. I feel like I might just have to click Chilling Water. It's pretty good against them, especially if they try to Sword Stance. They do U-turn. Okay. So they probably predict an Ice Beam, but I'm just gonna throw off Chilling Water. It's good if they go ARCHALUDON. They do not. Just throw off the Chilling Water. Lower their attack. Yeah, this Pheasantipity is going to be a pain to break. But I'm just going to Chilly Reception this turn. A U-turn. I'll get Switch Initiative and heal myself back up. You know, I never changed... my Golurk is gone. This is definitely a very, very slow game. They go out into the Serp. Unfortunately, I'm setting up the tail, so I can't, like, obviously kill. Are they gonna take the Future Sight here? I'm not 100% sure. They're not scarfed or anything. Is Chiyu gonna outspeed them? You know, no matter what, I just feel like it's worth it to go into my Kilo and fire off a really, really strong Hurricane. They don't have a single resistance now that they're Terrad. Yep, they take the Future Sight. They're down to about, I don't know, 55% maybe. Hurricane is a free kill. But do I just Volt Switch? I mean, they could just go Fez. But Hurricane is still really good into that. And it does land. Awesome. Let's take out the Serp. So that's a huge threat gone. I mean, I didn't think it would be great into my team. But it's gone, and that is nice for us nonetheless. They do just send out the Fez. I mean, what are they gonna do? Just, like, U-turn again? I might as well just click Hurricane. It would be really annoying to get, like, Toxic from them, but it's not the end of the world. Or I don't know if this thing gets knocked off the top of my head. But if it does, like, getting knocked off would actually be pretty nice. But right now I outrun, like, a Scarf, Beardeer, or Lando, so that's nice. Yeah, for like another third. They Moonblast me. Moonblast is a lot of damage. Wow. Yeah. I feel like this is the turn that they U-turn. So I'm just gonna try to keep this thing low. I land my Hurricanes, which is super nice. And they Roost. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's not what I wanted to see at all. I'm just gonna go out to my Slowking. They probably just fire off another Moonblast. But they do U-turn, that's a good play. Yeah, great play by them. They could go out to Lando. They could also just go ARCHALUDON, but I will eat up that Earthquake. They go King. It's definitely worth it to me to get a Chilling Water up on this guy. Yeah, let's go for it. They're just gonna EQ. We should not die to this. We don't. Chilling Water doesn't do very much. They're actually pretty bulky. I think they probably max attack, no speed. And they're lefties. Now they're -1. I might have to sack here. I'm just going to try to get a future sight in the air. They bulk up. Okay. So now they're at +1 defense, neutral attack. I get the future sight up in the air, which is really nice. So that's about 50% on them. They probably just earthquake here. I'm in chilling water. Alright. So down goes my slow bro. Or slow king. And now I can go Kilo and throw off a Terra Blast Water. I think that's probably my best play. Depending on their investment, this has a chance to kill. And if it doesn't kill, then oh well. They do switch out into the Fez, I would guess. No, into the Polytoad. So now it's going to be rain boosted at least. Some do maybe like 25%. Maybe a little bit under that. Nah, not too much. And they take the future sight as well, which does a lot actually. I think I can just kill this thing with 2 more Terra Blasts, so I'm going to stay in. They can't kill me with 1. They could be rest, which would be really annoying for me to deal with. I'm not going to kill with another. And they are rest. Okay, are they Resto Chesto? They are not. They could be Rest Sleep Talk. Okay, how much would they do to my Iron Val? They do a lot. I also don't do very much damage back to them, to be completely honest. You know, I'm gonna go out to it anyways. I need to get some offense going. I'm in a really bad spot right now, to be completely honest. And it probably will scare them. Okay. Let's see if they are Sleep Talk. They are Sleep Talk. Encore, okay. Awesome. Now, Psyshock, if they go out into Fez and Dippity, will definitely be enough to like 2KO them. I'm not going to reveal it just yet. I'm just going to straight up Moonblast. They stay in. That made a good call. And I get a big crit too. And a special attack drop. That is nasty. Alright. So crit did about 50. They get the Surf off, which does about 50 to me as well. Just gonna Moonblast again, man. They switch out, probably to the Fez. They do. So we're gonna get a little bit of damage off here. Not too much. The nice thing though is that we can click Psyshock and absolutely drain this guy's health. Expert Belt boosted. Let's see how much this does. Almost takes him out. And they just Moonblast. That'll probably kill me. It does. There goes my Iron Val. The nice thing is that I think I can go into my Chi-Yu and get a kill. And then I feel like I'm in a decent position to Dragon Dance sweep. Okay, let's go Chi-Yu. And Psychic is completely free here. I'll always outspeed like the Landorus. think I outspeed everything on their team. Weird deer. Yeah. I easily outspeed everything on their team and do a lot of damage. Their best option might honestly be to sack this thing and go Polytoad and try to live. See, my Iron Valiant crit, I feel like the Polytoad is somewhat specially defensive though, so I don't think that Dark Pulse would kill, but 2 Psychics definitely would. They do switch out, which is great for me. Shout out to RR. ARCHALUDON, no Assault Vest. It's gonna take a lot of damage from that. They might think that they can live another one, but I'm pretty sure that Dark Pulse always will kill based on the damage that did. Yeah. So I'm not choiced. I reveal that now, and I delete the ARCHALUDON, which is huge. Let's see, does Polytoad kill me in the rain with the Surf? It's less than a 50% chance. My Chi-Yu can definitely just win. They do go out to the Toad. And it's just above 50% as well. So if I either flinch or get this high roll, or like I just live a Surf, based on them being like no investment. How much did it do to Iron Val? Did about 50. I don't think they're invested at all. I'm just gonna go for the Dark Pulse. I can kill, I can flinch. I do not kill. They wake up and they flinch. Perfect. Even if they get off a Surf there, it's a roll in my favor if they're not invested for me to live. I'm pretty sure Chi-Yu just cleans up here. I mean, maybe not. Because we're in the rain. But there goes the Polytoad. They go out to Weird Ear, who just dies to Dark Pulse. If they're Choice Scarf, they have a, yeah, they can outspeed me being Choice Scarf, but they will not do enough damage to kill me. Are they Sash? They are not. So I take that thing out, and I think we're just going to get a Chi-Yu sweep. Obviously, the flinch was a big deal, but the roll was about 40% chance to kill me with no investment. Actually, this thing's at full. It can eat. Yeah, this thing can definitely eat a hit. But now I'm in a perfect spot anyways. Dark Pulse, I can also just get a flinch to preserve diff. That does absolutely nothing, by the way, which is crazy. Alright, so I guess we still have a game on our hands. I mean, they've got to have a decent amount of special bulk as well. But my Kilowattrel Terror Blast should be able to take him out. And honestly, might even be my... Well, okay, let's see. Let's see how much rain is left. Only one. And Terror Blast is just a better play. I think it's going to kill the Fez based on how low that is. Oh, I was calcing... Okay, I was calcing Naive on the Lando. I mean, they still have to have some sort of special investment. But I will still be able to kill with this. And then my Regidrago, I mean, I should just be able to Earthquake the Fez. Yeah. If they Moonblast, how much does that do? Moonblast does a big chunk to my my Regidrago, but I think I always live one. Okay, there goes the Lando. Awesome, and it's just down to the Fez. Don't know if this thing lives. I can do maybe like a quarter, maybe a little bit more. So we'll see. No rain up. If this doesn't kill, then I'm in a bad spot, but not like the worst. Oh, it doesn't kill. Okay, okay. We definitely have a game on our hands still. Okay, so let's calc Regidrago at +1 attack. The Earthquake is probably killing. If I have any chip, then it will. So I'm always just going to make sure I get chip with my Terra Blast. They probably roost again. Nope, they just Moonblast. Okay. Oh wow, it doesn't even kill. Okay. Pheasantipity. You crit your Moonblast. I don't know. Against... It didn't even do 50%. So I don't think they're invested. I'm pretty sure they're non-invested. So even a crit should not kill my Regidrago. As long as I have any chip on this thing, then I should be able to kill with a +1 EQ. Because this thing could easily outspeed me. Alright. And they're gonna be at maybe like, what, 60-ish%? So +1, even if they're 252 defense, like, yeah. I should have this. And Moonblast on a critical hit is not killing me. So I'm just gonna DD in their face. I do have speed, so I should just EQ'd. I wasn't sure if I would. They do Moonblast. Does about 50. And now this +1 EQ, if they're max defense, it should kill no matter what. I'm hoping. Bang, let's go. Awesome, okay. It's a crit, but that did not matter. It did not. I'm adamant +1. So we take him out, and we get a very, very close 1-0 victory. Definitely the flinch was a big spot, but I had a very, very good chance to live anyways on my Chi-Yu, and health did not matter one bit on my Chi-Yu. And if they do end up killing me, then I can just go up to Regidrago and set up anyways, and I have the clear amulet, so the Lando can't even beat me. So it might have just been over there. Might have been better that they got flinched and I just got to kill them. But you know what? That's just how Mons is. And it was a very good game. I'm glad we got a good comeback after last week's. If you guys have watched this far, let me know if you like the layout stuff. I'm doing it for my Wi-Fi leagues. I think it's pretty nice. I mean, it's annoying to deal with during the game, but it makes me feel more immersed and makes me keep track of stuff better. So yeah. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next week's battle. Peace out.